myself and my partner Scrappy and the team of Hope, we partnered with the city of North Miami, and we wanted to give back to the community, of course, North Miami. So we gave away over 500 turkeys and
Wow.
sweet potatoes. Like, we had over 170 people in line at, I think, 9 in the morning, and we were
Yep.
going to start at 11. So that
Nice.
just spoke volumes of what we were trying to do.
That's what's up.
Before then, we did a book bag giveaway in August, the Lookout Cookout with Samson, and of course Samson was a part of the turkey drive as well. So we basically just brought back the picnic that they used to do about 10 years ago and just brought in the community aspect of it. We gave away over 500 book bags there with fullest supplies
Sound
and
like
stuff.
more than enough.
Like, we basically just
Nobody was
trying to
fighting
give
over
back.
it.
No. Yesterday for the turkeys, yeah, them zones was about to go at it for them turkeys, but it was a good day. The cops kept everything under control. Like, to give away over 500 turkeys in, I want to say, an hour, like, is amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it made me realize everything that I do as far as like being on the radio, being in the clubs, doing these parties, like, this is what it's really about. Like, giving back to people that might not have it. You know what I'm saying? So that was dope.
So what was it like growing up in North Miami for you?
For me, it was a little different.
Keep it real.
For me, it was a little different because, like what Press said, like, you could be that dude, like, just know everybody and just be cool. So that was always me. But then I was always growing up in the shadow of people that were like North Miami legends, kind of thing. So they were making their legendary marks at that time. Like, looking back, you say their names now, it's like, well, damn, yeah, they've been putting in work. So I always had it kind of rough because people knew who I was related to, but it was also a good thing because people knew not to fuck with me.
So it was a lot of stuff you had to get away from, trouble.
Yeah, that
Stay
eventually
on
led to me moving away for high school. Like, I was born and raised in North Miami, but then by the time I made it to 10th grade, I decided to move to the DMV area.
Decided?
Yeah. It was a definite choice that had to be made.
Why?
It's a lot of things going on, family,
okay.
streets, just a lot of things.
It was just better for you to get away right quick?
Yeah, at that time it was the best decision, and I hated it at first, but looking back, it made me who I am today. Like, living up there for 3 years helped me become the man I am, the DJ I am, the father, everything. So, did that, and I came back immediately in 07 and took off, never looked back. So,
what year did you graduate?
07.
Oh, really? You were 07?
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to 07.
Yeah, 07.
Me too. I like to call us OG millennials because millennials sound real dumb and young. But
I mean, we are.
We're mature. We have matured. We're at a lot of us have matured and we got some wisdom to us. So I like to call us OG millennials because we are millennials. Technically speaking, if you look at the numbers. But, you know, there's a difference. So, all right. So you went over there, came back. You come back. What's happening now in 07?
I come back in 07, and my mom, you know, Haitians don't play by school. My mom told me, all right, you coming back here, you ain't going to Miami-Dade. You got to figure out what you're going to do. So it's like, I'm going to go to Miami-Dade, I'm going to cool out, I'm going to just vibe. Nope, no Miami-Dade. So I'm like, all right, what am I going to do? I get in the Barry.
Go over there with your friends.
Right, I get in the Barry, and I'm like, I'm just going to do this just to go. But all the while, Sam Sneak is taking off with his career, and Jam Squad DJs, the mobile DJ company that he had, that's family. So while he's taking off, somebody had to step in and do all the parties that he couldn't do. So
And that's Jam Squad. Like that.
So yeah. So in 07, that was me learning like how to DJ in Miami, how to vibe in Miami, what records to play, how to get people vibing. So in 07, that was my reintroduction to the city. And that was just the beginning of.
So you was DJing at parties?
Yeah, I've been DJing since I was 15. So when I was up there,
Wow.
when I was up there in the DMV, like that's how I learned the craft. Like that's how I learned how to like mix how to like differentiate music and genres, and I really learned about musicianship up there. So coming back here, I had to learn, okay, this is how Miami rocks. So you gotta learn how to rock the mic. You gotta know how to, the old school records, the Frankie Beverly and the Maze and all that stuff. Like you gotta know these things wherever you go in Miami. So that was, and I had the benefit of learning from Sam Sneak, DJ Fatboy, DJ PJ, like those, at the time there was no other DJ that could touch them. And I can say that to this day, no DJ can touch them. So learning from them helped me get to where I am today. Like that, like I learned so much, so many valuable lessons I couldn't even begin to tell you, like little things.
When did you start partying? Well, yeah. When did you start DJing in nightclubs?
09. Yeah.
So there's some growth there.
09.
You
Yeah,
go from just the parties to parties and clubs.
Yeah, from like 07 to 09, I'm learning how to do baby showers and kid parties, and we build in the brand and everything like that. But then, you know, that's not consistent at the time, because it's just not. Like, now, my first son's about to be born, my homie So Loose comes, and he's like, well, we about to do Nocturnal. I'm like, all right.
Throw it in.
So he does Nocturnal, but at first, and true story, he don't like when I tell the story, but I love telling people the story. He didn't want to put me on. Like I wasn't that club DJ. I was just, people knew me, but they didn't know what I could do. So nobody took the gamble. He didn't want to put me on. So one night, because it was folding every night. At the beginning, it was folding every night. So Fatboy was supposed to be there. He couldn't make it. Fatboy like, man, I ain't going. Look, go for me. Nervous as shit. Never DJ'd in a club for real by myself. So I went. I just did me. From that point on, me and So Loose been rocking. Because he never called Fatboy back that night. The next week, I was on in Nocturnal. We moved from Thursday to Friday. Friday took off. Was killing them. Moved from Friday to Saturday, killing them. Then somebody got killed in the club.
And then
killing them literally. Yeah. So, and then we had a hell of a run. Like that molded me. Nocturnal molded me.
You said you learned a lot in Maryland.
Yeah.
About the deep aesthetics of DJing.
Yeah.
And that was interesting to me because that was another question I was going to have for you. Like, how the DJ now versus then, how important is it to know how to mix in another song and scratch and different things like that now versus then? Like,
I mean, DJing in Miami, I always tell people it's different. Like, you're not gonna find a lot of Miami DJs that's gonna scratch and cut up like a New York DJ. And
I love to
you know
hear
what I'm
it,
saying?
though.
But it's appreciated, but that's not what people are looking for. When you go to New York, that's what you're gonna look for. You gotta know it.
You better.
So, but here,
They
it's
just
more
wanna
of a
vibe.
vibe. Like, I always tell people that a DJ might not know how to mix, he might not know how to scratch, but if he knows what records to play and how to introduce them and he can vibe, he's a good DJ. And there's a lot of DJs that have been getting by like that. They might not know how to do the technical stuff, but if they know how to, all right, where my ladies at? Boom. All right, where my fellas at? Boom. If they know how to do that,
You gotta be in tune.
yeah, you gotta know the culture. Miami culture is like no other. You learn the culture, you'll win in any other place.
Why DJ though? Because you could have been anything, but you decided to take DJing serious. You've been DJing since 15. Why disc jockey? For the gents who don't know what the DJ stands for.
Because like I couldn't
Disc
take rap
jockey.
serious. Like when I was a rapper, I couldn't.
Oh,
take
you
myself
rapped?
serious. Yeah, I couldn't take myself serious.
What was your rap name? Lucky C?
Nah. I'm too embarrassed.
Don't make us look it up
Come on.
You ain't gonna find it. Like you ain't gonna find it. Maybe in another interview, but you ain't gonna find it. All right, so I had like 2 rap names, and that's why I retired. The first rap name was Baby Boy, and no, the first rap name was Lil C, because my middle name is Charles. That's where Lucky C comes from.
Oh, C don't mean charms? I was gonna ask that man. Is Lucky C short for Lucky Charms?
Nah.
Oh man.
So so then
would've been
with
clever.
Lil C, Baby Boy, I was like, nah, that's not happening. And then I just stumbled upon Lucky C, but I couldn't take rap serious. I used to freestyle, like, back in the day in middle school, we used to go to the spill out, right? So we be in TJ and spill out. Everybody be doing their thing. If you selling pickle legs and hot sausages, you in your corner. If you freestyling over here, you over here. You got your Pokemon cards,
Good old
you
days.
over here. Like that's how it was. So I was always over there with the freestylers, and that's just how we did it. But I couldn't.
I was the one beating on the table, trying to show them I know how to beat on the
So
table.
you had the pencil and the yeah.
Yeah,
So,
my favorite one was that player why you hate me, player why you hate me. All right.
So yeah. So
I knew
that's
how to
just
make
the-
that. Okay, all right. So you're DJing, you're making a name for yourself in the city.
Mhm.
Very much so.
Yep.
You at parties,
Yep.
you one of the DJs everybody want to have come through because you know how to play that Miami music.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Not yet.
No.
It didn't take until, let's see, Nocturnal closed in like 2010, 2011, 2012 maybe? 2012 is when things really started to kick in, like really kick in.
Mhm.
Because by 2011, I had just told myself I'm tired of sitting on the bench. Like I'm ready to take off, and I never looked back.
So how do we land ourselves at 99 Jams? DJ Lucky C at 99 Jams. This is
Groundwork. That's
No,
how do
you
it.
know, you would have been my pick. You would have been my pick though, because I remember before like trying to like book for parties and stuff, and I would always say, oh, I want Lucky C, and the other DJs, or the other people would always tell me like, oh, well, nah, like, cause they want the other like sound. I'm like, nah, you gotta hear him, and it would always be after they hear you do it that they would. So I think for me, that would have been definitely, you would have been my pick, because I know I can bring you to my corporate party, I can bring you to the baby shower, I can bring you to the
that's
hood
another
song.
thing. You're very
So,
well rounded.
yeah.
See, that's what it
That's the
took
difference.
from 07 to now. Even still, I'm still learning. So it took that, and not to take nothing away from other DJs, but it's not what people think it is. Like knowing what I know now, like working there, like, and knowing other DJs, you would have folded in 3 months.
Yeah.
Like it's not what you think it is. It's not just I'm gonna just go up there and
No, they have like a whole
nah.
list. And
Not even so much the
It's a
list,
lot.
but it's just so much. This is a corporation. This is this is a big business. Like you
Yeah.
ain't just coming up here and just shouting at your dog and open locker and just. These people don't care about that. These people, it's revenue and ratings. So how you moving the meter? You got to do something. You got to be with the culture. And for me, I'm part of the culture. So it worked for me. It worked for a couple other people that guest spotted and everything. But I think with me, it was just a perfect storm. I've been working. People know me. They know what I can do. A lot of people doubted me. Like you said, when they hear me, they change.
it's over, yeah.
So the difference with me is I'm not a typical Miami DJ because I'm not brash. I'm not in your face with it. I'm not telling everybody how great I am. I'm in the cut, vibing, chilling,
Humble like a
smoking.
North Miami nigga. You
Like
know what I'm
you
That's
don't
what-
know
that's what
what
make
I
us
am
rock.
until I tell you, and that's what people are like. Why you don't tell people this? And that's not how I move. Like I've always been quiet in the cut,
Low key, dog.
and when it's time for me to do my thing, I'll turn up. When I'm done, I'm back in my cut. Like so that's why people doubted me. But the road to get to 99 Jams, in a nutshell, it was long. I thought I was ready in 2013. I wasn't. I started an online mix show to get myself ready for it. So every week I was putting out mixes on Tuesday and Thursday. So Tuesday would be all new music, whatever just dropped. So when Rich Homie was hot, whatever Rich Homie dropped, I put it on there. When Prez gave
That's
me a
smart.
record,
I would do that.
Yeah.
boom. Any local artist I was popping at the time, before Zoe Dollars popped, before.
You trying to say you broke
anybody.
Zoe Dollars'
No, I'm
music?
not taking credit for that, but you know
You
what
was
it
one
is.
of the early DJs
You know
that
what
was.
it is.
That was
I'm
one.
Okay.
not gonna take
Consistent.
credit for it, but
You was there for the path.
the conversation literally was, I was looking for content. I knew his name was buzzing, but I didn't know him. So I reached out to him via Twitter DM, like, yo, what's good? I do this this online mix show every Tuesday. I'm trying to see if you got some music. Send me some music. He sent me like 3 vibes. The first one he sent was I forget which one it was, but it was a vibe. I put it on and we built from there. Like, so I won't take credit for breaking his I'm not that type of artist, but they know. Like that's all they know.
Yeah, you can't deny it.
They know.
Do you think, all right, so there's been some controversy over the years with 99 Gems about people, including me, stating that 99 Gems wasn't breaking enough music from our city or supporting artists from our city
Okay.
enough.
Right.
Now would you say that's improved?
Yeah.
It has,
Yeah.
especially with you on there.
In conjunction, I'm not gonna take full credit, but I feel like my whole goal when I started, that was my mission. But again, I had to learn there's a protocol. So even learning that protocol, I was able to get my ideas out, and now I feel like it's a more open conversation with it. But I think what people don't know is what leads to these conversations of not understanding what it is. Because people look at my 99 Jams like the big bad guy that's not supporting the crib. But when you look at it, that's all we do. Like, it might not support who you want to support, or it might not be when you want it, but you think about it when, like we talked about Black Dada song, when Amazon was hot, it was on there.
It's almost like it gotta be hot somewhere else before here.
It gotta be hot in the streets, that's anywhere.
How does things become hot in the streets? In Miami.
Prez will tell you, you gotta work your record. And even if you're not working it, like me and him have these talks all the time. Like, I'm also in a strip club, so I'm not as heavy in the culture as I was, but I try to know who's popping and what's moving. So even if you're not moving your records in a strip club, if you're moving online, or if you're moving your product wherever, you have to move it.
I think Miami is very selective on who they want to support because everybody cousin raps. However, if 99 Gems was to play a song from our city, let it get exposure. Maybe on Fridays, during 2 hours on Friday, it can happen.
But they do that. What about the battle? What about the battle?
Now let me break it down for you like this. So we're gonna give some random nobody.
Not random.
No. Let me, cause you saying everybody cousin rap. So let me break it down.
I said why Miami.
Let me give you two scenarios. We play a record that nobody knows. Nobody knows the artist. People in the city don't even know the artist. But we playing him because he's from Miami. What does that do for the artist who doesn't have a budget ready, who doesn't have his business right, who doesn't have his song ready to go? What does that do for the artist? All he can say is, 99 Jams played my song. Now, another artist that comes along, he has everything ready. He has his record right. He's registered with MediaBase, BMI, ASCAP. He got everything ready, and he's ready to go. We play his record, he moving. Nice and slow.
Nice and slow is ball greasy. That is
That's
not
why.
putting on for the city.
No. The record was moving. The record was everywhere. By the time we sat in a meeting and all right, what's the next record we gonna play? Nice and slow. I don't know. It's the biggest record in the city right now. We got to get on it. All right. 2-3 months later, it's heavy rotation.
Some records could be the biggest record in the city simply off of being played off of 99 Gems. So that's all I'm saying.
But you got to understand, I thought this too, from the outside looking in.
Yes,
but when you're in the inside,
It can be a process, but it needs to be one.
but listen, you're looking at it from a fan's aspect. So you're looking at it like you want everybody to win, and this is a sport where everybody can't win. Not in that realm. Listen to what I'm explaining to you. The way the radio works, it's like you can have the biggest record in the city, but if your business isn't right, what is the point? You
And
understand me?
that's a lot of I can
It's like a
piggyback off of
partnership.
that.
Like we can help a local artist, and this is what we do now with the platform, which is why we introduced 99 Cosign.
Yeah.
Like all these artists complaining about 99 Jams don't do this, 99 Jams don't do this, but when I tell them about 99 Cosign, well, what's that? It's the same platform we've been promoting since March. We give artists upload your single. It has to be the clean version of your single. We stress that in the rules. The reason why a lot of artists don't get by, they don't read the rules. Why are you uploading the dirty version to the radio station?
Explain some more about 99 Gems cosign.
99 cosign is basically every month, well, any artist can upload their single to us. We review it. Out of the however many submissions that we get, we will pick the 5 that we feel like are potential for radio ready, and we let that artist use the platform to say, well, hey, I can get the 99 cosign if my people vote for me. If you got the hottest record in the city, show us. Don't talk about it.
People gotta vote for it.
Yes.
Yeah,
People don't
If
do
you
that.
got
No, they do.
No. But if you
They
say
just like your song, bro. Y'all
but if
doing
you,
too much.
how is it doing too much? You don't say you got the hottest record in the city and you ain't got no numbers to back it up. That's not how the music business works. Like, you just can't say something and not back it up.
Once again, I feel like Miami people, because everybody
making
cousin
excuses?
rap. Listen, you
You're
gotta
making
hear
excuses?
me. Because everybody cousin rap. I'm not going to listen to Press P because my cousin rap. I'm only going to promote Press.
So what do you say for the ones who make it out? You can't.
They
If
hate
you're
on
gonna
them.
use that excuse,
They
it's not
hate
an
on
excuse.
them.
But if you use that reason, you gotta put it towards the ones that successfully make it out too. How can they do it and the other people don't?
But then look at we talked about the city girls earlier. The reason why they hate on them girls is because they winning. They everything about Miami. Why are we not supporting it? Because they winning. And why? Man, I've been rapping 10 years. I ain't getting no shot like that, man. Fuck them hoes. That's what grown men are saying.
Yeah.
So it's not that we don't support the crib. The crib don't support the crib.
No, I agree. I know someone that won that 99 Gems.
City girls
cosign.
had to go to Atlanta to get signed though. Go ahead.
They
I
got
know.
signed here.
Actually, they came here to them.
They were
That's the
performing in
craziest part.
G5 and got signed
What
here.
I'm trying to say is Atlanta intervened.
Because
But even
we don't
still-
have labels here like we used to.
Yeah, it's
We
not
need
a
'em.
structure.
Yeah, there's so
No.
much more
It's
to the
easier said than
music
done.
business that
Yeah.
people don't
It's
understand. And then when
It's
people
a
talk,
lot.
it's
It's
like,
deep.
y'all
Then
don't
explain
understand.
it then. As soon
It's
as I
hard.
say something.
So
We need a couple more hours.
there, yeah, like
Okay.
this is cloth talk. Like
Okay.
when it's not just you hot, I'ma sign you. It's just like when you go buy something, it's an investment.
Yeah.
I have to think to myself, if I'm signing this artist, I'm about to invest at least $100,000 into you. Is that worth the investment?
So you don't think a lot of artists down here are worth the investment?
No.
How y'all just gonna clown the artists like
Because
that?
What do you
I'm sorry,
mean?
because my experience is different. So I have people come to me all the time, especially artists, and they're like, oh, indie, because they know I used to do music. They're like, oh, you can be my publicist. You can, okay, cool. Send me an EPK. What's that? Do you have a bio? Nah. I go on their Instagram. It's nothing but memes. What song did you put out? The songs aren't mixed and mastered. Like, this is the reality of what we're
Yeah.
And
dealing
these
with.
days, you can't make no excuses.
Like, this is what you deal with.
Everything
Like,
is at your fingertips.
Like you
for
can
real.
learn everything on how to. You can Google how do I become a rapper,
And
and you can
then,
learn.
Yeah.
and then
They
remember
lazy.
how we was talking about it earlier, how it's like, I told you City Girls one of a kind. Like, that's literally how it is with this music thing. It's just like basketball. Like, it's only how many slots it is on a basketball team? 12,
12.
G? It's
12.
12. Out of the world, you gotta try to get one of the 12 on the whole team. Everybody play basketball though.
What sets you apart?
What sets you apart? Was it the practice?
just say-
was it the knowing, watching
Let's just
film?
say Young Miami was already popular in all kind of ways.
Is that a
She
good
can
or
be
bad
popular.
thing?
What I'm trying to keep you focused on is, that added to how fast she got signed. It did. And whatever else was done
That
too.
added-
But I ain't gonna go there.
What
But listen,
happened was the
But then
record.
you can't hold that against.
The
No, I
record.
ain't gonna
Oh,
their
I'm
first
trying to-
The
record.
record
Other
did numbers.
artists.
The
The
record
record-
did
let's
numbers.
just talk facts. Like
Record
when
did
we
numbers.
talking
Okay.
when we talking music, the only way to back it up is numbers.
Yeah, you need to.
They dropped that fuck that nigga record on SoundCloud. It did numbers.
and
When
some people still thought
They
that was
packed
trash.
out Heads or Tails and Climax before they packed out G5. That night they packed out G5, Little Baby performed. QC was in the building. If I'm an executive and I know my artist is one of the hottest in the game, but I'm looking at these hoes, no offense,
Sorry, y'all.
these women, and they got the whole club singing this one song, I need to find out who they are. That was a chance.
That's crazy.
Like, and
That's perfect.
that's how it happened.
But I said she was already popular.
But that's
how-
what
But
helped.
you gotta
us.
be popular.
But
Oh,
it's
so no talent.
no.
Popularity.
No.
Okay, let me
It's a
let me
portion
speak on
of
this
it.
part though.
It's a portion of both.
If you ain't got popularity, you're not gonna sell anything. Who's
But
buying your
it
stuff?
doesn't
That's what I'm
matter.
saying. It need to be a platform that brings that talent down there.
There is
So people-
one. You know what
99
it's called? The
goes on.
internet.
99 goes
No,
on.
no.
The internet is that platform. You can build your popularity worldwide by putting one video.
How all the other rappers are coming out with the internet.
Like the radio can't be it no more. That's like I feel like the radio is an old.
I feel like it's a last stop.
It's not even the last stop. Radio is
Say
very
that
necessary.
to the other towns that play.
No. Radio is very necessary because when an artist transitions to being a radio artist, because you know there's an internet artist, there's a radio artist, and there's a touring artist. There's some artists that tour and they'll put a ticket stub out and it's gonna sell out in every city. And then there's artists that put out a song on the radio and it's gonna be on every radio. Then there's an artist that's gonna put a song in the club and it's gonna go to all the clubs.
Like the radio is not the end all be all. And
I know,
like
it's not.
Realize, but
it's a percentage of it.
But what happens is people don't realize we are here to help. It's like a speaker. Speakers are loud. Yeah, okay, so this is the last part. So like, speakers are loud, they amplify sound. That's all the radio does. We're gonna put your song on a bigger platform. But if you're not ready, if you ain't even got the business mind, and we know how many artists in Miami don't, what can we do for you? Nothing.
Why don't they? Somebody need to give it to them.
Who?
We got the radio. So we gotta teach them and play them too.
Why not provide a class that people can pay for or training or something?
That's the first.
Help the city.
We can't charge them for that. Like
how you can't charge what?
Because
people will pay for that.
You know, if somebody wanted to charge that, that could be a former label executive that can do that. The radio station is not obligated to support Miami artists or whatever.
Y'all can do that.
But even
not really you, but as a whole.
But what I'm telling you is the people are so caught up in this mind thing that 99 Jams isn't doing it. I just explained to you this whole platform that we got, and you still saying we got to do better. Like the platform's there. It's available.
A way is there. A way to get heard is there.
A way. It might not be the route that people want, but it's there. Okay. And once you get the cosign, you go, you have a live interview with Mac and Nasty. Mm-hmm. They play your record, it's on Battle Jams. Now, if you really have the hottest record in the city again, your people will vote. If your people don't vote, you don't have the hottest record in the city.
What are the rules or the flyer or whatever?
WEDR.com, everything that you need to find, 99 Jams app.
But
99 Jams Miami.
They need to post that.
They do.
Often.
How often do you listen to 99 Jams? Realistically, I'm not even gonna get offended.
Every week.
How often?
Probably once every 2 days.
Once every 2 days. I can tell you that promo alone runs at least 4 times a day.
4 times a day.
A day. So it's not us. We're doing what we're doing. But if the people, you can only lead a horse to water. You can't force them to drink. Like the water's there.
Okay. Well, everybody just know they can go to other towns and hear
like
Miami songs, but 99 Jams playing everybody everywhere else. Hey.
I want you to do me a favor.
Okay.
I want you to
sing a little pump.
I want you to go look up every radio in Florida and list how many Miami artists are playing there, and then compare
to 99 Jams.
Hey now.
Name from Miami.
Drop the mic.
Just compare it though.
Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, For the Culture, Prez, Lucky C, thank you for having me.
Tell them your next moves. What's the next moves?
Next moves is, man, we going straight to the top. You already know, man. Shout out my boy Lucky C, man. 99 Jams in here, always support me, man.
So, I had to get Lucky C on that 99 Jams tip, but he handled it.
New music coming. I'm coming. I got music signing up. It's coming. It's dropping. Prezi, everything. 2019, we rocking. New videos, new artists, new everything, new waves. Everything is coming.
Hey.
Shout out my boy Dredzo. New single out right now, to be honest. Go check that out.
Hey. All right. And that's it. Tune in next week. And yeah, it's For the Culture.
Groundwork season 9 coming soon. Hey now.
Hey now.